I'm going to need your help and support with this channel. I recently had the good fortune to come across some very inexpensive brand new t-shirts in a bunch of sizes, and they're recognizable and fairly decent brands. Fruit of the Loom, and let me see, I'm digging down here and looking. Let's see, Bugle Boy and some other ones. I have children's sizes all the way up to, I think, double extra large adult sizes. They come in various colors. Most of them are white, some are green, some are blue, like a mint green and sky blue. And I'm going to hand paint them with creatures from Minecraft on them and sign them and sell them. Now, I would like your advice and requests and interest in what creatures or blocks or entities or items from the game you would like to see on a t-shirt that you would be interested in buying. I think it is fair, given my labor and time and the fact that I have to mail them, that I charge $25 a piece for them. I don't want to set up an eBay or Etsy, is that what it's called, shop, because of, first of all, the time, and it's rather urgent that I sell these soon for the holiday season, and also because of the expense and confusion of setting up a store. I will do that eventually, but for this first batch of stuff that I'm making, not so much. I also have 3 black square throw pillows that I am taking to the laundromat today. I was gifted them, and I plan to hand paint and decorate and possibly embroider them to look like Enderman faces. So those will also be available, and there may be some other stuff too, depending on how much time I have before, say, mid-November. The reason this is urgent is that, as you are aware, right now we're experiencing a government shutdown because politicians who get $200 a day meal allowances are having little tantrums and, So I have found out that if people have not made a decision to reopen the government and refinance the government by the 17th of October, I will not get food stamps next month. And I live on $3 a day for my food budget, and it's all food stamps. Now, I'm pretty well stocked here, but that's going to be a real problem. It's also going to be a problem because winter's coming, and low-income heating assistance is verified through food stamps, and that is also going to be cut. And the temperatures here are frequently below freezing, with heavy winds, and my roof leaks, and I need heat. Right now I have one little heater that looks like a radiator that has oil in it that heats up and radiates heat. I keep that near my bathroom door so that the only pipes left in my trailer that haven't frozen won't freeze, and so that my sewage system won't crack. Because about the only thing I have left in this house that works is the toilet, as far as any kind of plumbing. If that goes, oh boy. My roof is split all the way across the top. It leaks in here. Last year's heavy snows weighed down the roof and split it. I'm trying to cover that with old tents that I found at the Goodwill Clearance Center that cost me hardly anything, which means getting up there, putting the tents up, and then tying them down. And with 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, that's a challenge. I also don't have any running water. Now, I can deal with all that. There's a store nearby that will let me take gallon jugs to the store, sneak in the back, use their utility sink that's got a hose on it, and fill those jugs. But you can imagine it's really problematic not having running water. And the jugs freeze on the floor overnight in the winter. It gets that cold in here. Well, in addition to all that, and this is the only place I can afford, half of my Social Security disability income goes to living basically in a parking lot in the high desert at 5,000 feet where it's very cold in the winter and extremely hot in the summer. It's not a safe or wholesome place to live, but it's all that I can afford. Well, now there's been an announcement that if the budget crisis is not resolved by the 17th of October, Social Security checks will be delayed next month. If my check is not here on the 3rd of the month, my rent is due on the 5th, and I've always paid it early. They've come to expect me to pay my rent on the 3rd. Or if I get my check earlier, I pay it earlier. If I don't pay my rent, I will be homeless and I will lose everything because I cannot pull this travel trailer out of here by myself. My truck isn't strong enough. I have no place to take it. I don't know what to do about my animals. And I'm reasonably certain that the landlord is not going to listen to me tell him that I can't afford to pay the rent because the government hasn't sent me my check, but I will pay him when I have the money. This would be the perfect excuse to get me out of here and get somebody else in that agrees more with his politics and his religion. Now, I don't confront him about politics and religion. In fact, he's made up a lot of stuff about me that isn't true, just as an excuse to dislike me. So any excuse he could have to get me out of here, he would take. And I don't cause trouble. Now, I need a new computer. As you can see, I'm not even trying to look at this video while I'm voicing this over. You can see what the problems are. This is with making Minecraft my highest priority, trying to install OptiFine. I'm trying to go over the worlds that I want to save with 1.6.4 so that when 1.7 releases, all my structures will be intact. And this world, you know, has a lot of structures. I've got all kinds of stuff in the nether. I've got all kinds of spawners and stuff in this world, plus all the stuff that I built. I don't have a stronghold yet, but I'll find one. I'm sure there's one close to spawn. There's abandoned mine shafts, all kinds of stuff. I need to save them. But I can barely function in this world. I almost drowned just standing on the ice trying to get up on the railroad tracks to get in the house. So I do need a new computer. I need a new computer. In 1.8, they're talking about people are going to have much better graphics cards and a lot of other stuff. Now, part of the problem with my performance in this game that you're looking at now is because of the internet, and the people from the telephone company are supposed to be out today. It's 8 a.m. here, and by about 1:30 p.m. they're supposed to be by to check my lines. I've checked everything internally. Everything ought to work and does not. Everything's connected right. I rebooted my modem, everything. I've done everything that I can do. But like I said, it's 5,000 feet and the sun is harsh here and it destroys insulation. The wind whips power lines and utility lines, and all the lines are above ground here, even though they should be underground, because the electrical company doesn't put their cables underground. The phone company doesn't either, which is ridiculous. So I'm kind of stuck out here with really bad internet and trying to get things running, and yes, I need a new computer. So if the government gets its act together and decides that I actually do deserve to eat and have a place to live, I'll be okay this coming month. And any monies that you contribute will be going toward new hardware and possibly an editing program, a paid-for editing program, and maybe better recording, because I'm using 10-minute freeware for Bandicam, and that's all I've got. So, and I'm editing with the Windows Movie Maker that came with the laptop. I found my old PC. I doubt that it would be any good. The capacitors on it are melting. I took the box off, the top off, and looked inside, and I see them. I haven't read them yet. I'll have to take it out in the sun with a magnifier to look at them. There's also a computer store in the next town, and I will take it over there, and maybe that person can help me figure out if I can upgrade that PC. But whatever I do, I'm going to need money, and I'm going to need it quickly, and I can do that by selling merchandise. I can also do it by selling homemade candy. I need to know that you guys are interested in doing this and will help me out and will help me get the word out by liking my videos so that you will get further notifications, and so that your friends and people who come to your channel will see what videos you like. um, encouraging people to subscribe, posting my videos on social networking sites like Facebook, that sort of thing. So let me know what merchandise you would be interested in. As far as candy is concerned, I'm thinking hard candies because they would transport the most easily without getting broken or becoming old and stale. Things like hard butterscotches and stuff made out of lollipop stuff, but flavored, nicely and molded. And my cat is licking my finger because she's all, "Oh, you're talking. You must be talking to me." So that's what's going on. I'm scared. I'm scared because people who get $200 per meal to eat at taxpayers' expense are jerking around playing games with my $90 a month food stamps and my $700 a month income. That's what I live on, people. So I'm not taking political party stance, but everybody needs to just wake up and smell the coffee because this country's falling apart and people are really hurting. Not just me. A lot of people are really, really hurting. People with little babies, old people shut up in multi-story tenements in big cities that can't get out to go shopping or, it's really scary. So if you can help, let me know. Your participation is more than welcome. And I'll let you know when the t-shirts are ready. So you're not going to hear much from me because I'm busy painting t-shirts and pillows and maybe other stuff. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. See ya.